Simple Life presents types of people you need to completely avoid. These people can come in all shapes and sizes: the complainers, the gossipmongers, the hypocrites, the victims, etc. Spending even a small amount of time with them will inevitably stress you out and drain your energy and happiness. They may not necessarily be bad people, but the way they treat you can make you question yourself about your abilities, and weaken your confidence. One common characteristic of these people is that they want to look smarter and more important than you. To achieve that, they won't be reluctant to undermine the importance of your achievements or problems, criticize you for your actions, lie to you, and the list goes on. As important as it is to learn how to deal with different kinds of people, truly toxic people will never be worth your time and energy. Toxic people create unnecessary complexity, strife, and worst of all, stress. Here are the different types of toxic drainers that you should stay away from at all costs so that you don't become one yourself. 1. The gossip. Great minds discuss ideas, average ones discuss events, and small minds discuss people. Gossipers derive pleasure from other people's misfortunes. It might be fun to peer into somebody else's personal or professional faux pas at first, but over time, it gets tiring, makes you feel gross, and hurts other people. There are too many positives out there and too much to learn from interesting people to waste your time talking about the misfortune of others. 2. The temperamental. Some people have no control over their emotions. They will lash out at you and project their feelings onto you, all the while thinking that you're the one causing their malaise. Temperamental people are tough to dump from your life because of their lack of control over their emotions makes you feel bad for them. When push comes to shove though, temperamental people will use you as their emotional toilet and should be avoided at all costs. 3. The victim. Victims are tough to identify because you initially empathize with their problems. But as time passes, you begin to realize that their time of need is all the time. Victims actively push away any personal responsibility by making every speed bump they encounter into an uncrossable mountain. They don't see tough times as opportunities to learn and grow from. Instead, they see them as an out. There's an old saying, pain is inevitable but suffering is optional. It perfectly captures the toxicity of the victim, who chooses to suffer every time. 4. The self-absorbed. Self-absorbed people bring you down through the impassionate distance they maintain from other people. You can usually tell when you're hanging around self-absorbed people because you start to feel completely alone. This happens because as far as they're concerned, there's no point in having a real connection between them and anyone else. You're merely a tool used to build their self-esteem. 5. The envious. To envious people, the grass is always greener somewhere else. Even when something great happens to envious people, they don't derive any satisfaction from it. This is because they measure their fortune against the world's when they should be deriving their satisfaction from within. And let's face it, there's always someone out there who's doing better if you look hard enough. Spending too much time around envious people is dangerous because they teach you to trivialize your accomplishments. 6. The manipulator. Manipulators suck time and energy out of your life under the facade of friendship. They can be tricky to deal with because they treat you like a friend. They know what you like, what makes you happy, and what you think is funny, but the difference is that they use this information as part of a hidden agenda. Manipulators always want something from you, and if you look back on your relationships with them, it is about taking with little or no giving. They'll do anything to win you over just so they can work you over. 7. The Dementor. In J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series, Dementors are evil creatures that suck people's souls out of their bodies, leaving them merely as shells of humans. Whenever a Dementor enters the room, it goes dark, people get cold, and they begin to recall their worst memories. Rowling said that she developed the concept for Dementors based on highly negative people. The kind of people who can walk into a room and instantly suck the life out of it. Dementors suck the life out of the room by imposing their negativity and pessimism upon everyone they encounter. Their viewpoints are always glass half empty, and they can inject fear and concern into even the most benign situations. A study found that students assigned to roommates who thought negatively were far more likely to develop negative thinking and even depression themselves. 8. The twisted. Certain toxic people have bad intentions, deriving deep satisfaction from the pain and misery of others. They are either out to hurt you, to make you feel bad, or to get something from you. Otherwise, they have no interest in you. The only good thing about this type is that you can spot their intentions quickly, which makes it that much faster to get them out of your life. 9. The judgmental. Judgmental people are quick to tell you exactly what is and isn't cool. They have a way of taking the thing you're most passionate about and making you feel terrible about it. Instead of appreciating and learning from people who are different from them, judgmental people look down on others. Judgmental people stifle your desire to be a passionate, expressive person, so you're best off cutting them out and being yourself. 10. The arrogant. Arrogant people are a waste of your time because they see everything you do as a personal challenge. Arrogance is false confidence, and it always masks major insecurities. A study found that arrogance is correlated with a slew of problems in the workplace. Arrogant people tend to be lower performers, more disagreeable, and have more cognitive problems than the average person. How to protect yourself once you spot them. Toxic people drive you crazy because their behavior is so irrational. Make no mistake about it, their behavior truly goes against reason, so why do you allow yourself to respond to them emotionally and get sucked into the mix? The more irrational and off-base someone is, the easier it should be for you to remove yourself from their traps. Quit trying to beat them at their own game. Distance yourself from them emotionally. Maintaining emotional distance requires awareness. You can't stop someone from pushing your buttons if you don't recognize when it's happening. Sometimes you'll find yourself in situations where you'll need to regroup and choose the best way forward. This is fine, and you shouldn't be afraid to buy yourself some time to do so. Have you run into any of these toxic types of people? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below, as I learn just as much from you as you do from me. Check out the link below for your free audiobook from Audible. If you like the video, do subscribe, like, and comment. Do hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification. Thank you for watching.